Hello, this is Dr. Ayleen, and this is, well, a supplement to Medicine Walk. And we're going to have the episode, the regular episode, which is going to be an interview with a healing practitioner to kind of round out Healing Month. And I wanted to do this special separate video because of a recent event, and it kind of, really hit me that it was a part of healing, and I wanted to acknowledge it, and I wanted to bring it up. Recently, I heard in the news that a young YouTuber took his own life, and, my heart just goes out to him and to his family. And, I've known a few people in my life who made that choice, who ended up in a place that was so dark and so, burdensome that they only saw one way out. And I just wanted to touch on this because of the fact we're talking about healing. Healing isn't just about the body. Healing is also about the spirit and the mind. When something is out of balance, it could be, when we talk about body, mind, spirit healing, the idea that it's sort of like a three-legged stool. If one of them is off, they're all going to kind of tilt a little bit. And it's great to work on, feeling, physically well and feel physically strong. But we also need to pay attention to what's going on mentally and emotionally. And there has been so much out there about, the idea of mental health and the challenges that people are facing, and, just sometimes the overwhelming sense of just things not being right. And there's a lot of stress in the world. There's a lot of pressure in the world. There's a lot of fear in the world. And especially for those who are, sensitive to the emotions and the feelings around them, that it can be really overwhelming sometimes to have all of that crushing in. And maybe you don't know that, how far down that hole you've gone until you reach a point where you can't get out. And I just wanted to say that, life sometimes can be really hard. It can be a real struggle. And it can be really easy to fall into despair. And there are resources out there. There are opportunities for help. There's ways to reach out. And on my Twitter feed, I've retweeted numbers for helplines and suicide prevention lines, and there are mental health groups. If you are going through that, and you don't have to be hitting bottom in order to get help. If you've got people in your life who are saying, hey, are you okay? Or, I'm worried about you. If you have a few people in your life who care about you, who are expressing concern, maybe you're not holding it together as well as you think you are. And honestly, I know that very well. I know that place very well. And if you can catch yourself, or if we can catch ourselves before we hit that big slide, it makes it easier to be able to kind of, pull our way out from halfway down the hole as opposed to hitting the bottom of the hole. It is crucial that each and every one of you understand how special you are. That if there's any idea in your head that this world would be better without you, that's not true. I will tell you that flat out. It's not true. And this world, you're the only you that we have in the whole world. The only you that has ever been or ever will be. And you're here because we need you. You're here because there's something for you to do in life. And maybe you haven't figured that out yet. Maybe that's a part of it. You don't know what you're here to do. Find out. Get guidance. Ask. If you have a religious practice, speak to your your priest, your rabbi, your imam, whoever it is that guides your spiritual path. Talk to them. Talk to a counselor. Find a support group. If you're going through grief, there are a lot of grief support groups that are out there. And, the internet can be a very, tricky place, and it can have a lot of negative stuff in it, but one of the positives about it is that it has available being able to find information about resources that can help you. If you're going through something really bad, if you're in that really hard place, I am so sorry. I really am. And I wish nothing but the best for you, because I know you're important. I know you matter. And even if I've never met you, I care about you. And I know that you can get past this. And there's a saying that suicide is a permanent solution for a temporary problem. And maybe your problem doesn't feel so temporary, and I don't mean to say that to make light of anything, because whatever you're going through, if it's that bad, then it's that bad. It is not weakness to seek help. It's wisdom. It is a very evolved soul that knows when is the time to ask for help, when the time is to invite someone else in to help you work out something. And the help is there. Just reach out for it. I'll be posting the numbers for suicide prevention, whichever ones I can find. Please, please, please see that there is a tomorrow. Please try to see that maybe there is life past this experience, and that once you get help, then what that means is that you can help others going through it. You can, once you find your way out of the hole, there's a lot of other people who might still be stuck in it that you can reach your hand back to. But sometimes first you got to reach your hand out and ask for someone to help pull you out. I pray for each and every one of you. I appreciate each and every one of you. I honor each and every one of you. And I know that you have value. I know that you are loved, probably by more people than you realize. So, be strong. Be willing to ask for help. Asking for help is a sign of strength. Because otherwise, it just goes into a very bad place all by yourself. You don't have to be alone. You're not alone. Reach out. Because like I said, you're the only you that we have in the whole wide world. And if you were gone, you'd be missed. You're here for a reason. Hold on to that. Get help. You matter. Blessings to you. My heart to yours. I love you.